So here are my 5 big takeaways from the Bihar elections for you in a nutshell. It was a massive landslide sweeping victory for the BJP and the JDU, which is led by Nitish Kumar. On the other side, the Mahagathbandhan or the India Alliance, which is the Congress party, and the RJD received a royal drubbing of a lifetime. It was abysmal, that turnout. But here are the 5 takeaways. First of all, Nitish Kumar remains the tallest and the most trusted leader in Bihar, the top choice for chief minister. Zero anti-incumbency against him. For 20 years, 25 years, he's been chief minister, and it appears that he will remain chief minister. In fact, there's a poster that's been put up outside of his house right now that says, Tiger Abhi Zinda Hai. It also says, Bihar ka matlab Nitish Kumar. The longest serving chief minister of the state, and in spite of the fact that he's flip-flopped so many sides and earned himself the title of Paltu Kumar, it does seem like for the people of Bihar, he's the man they trust, and he's the one they want in the seat. And that's largely because of his main support base, which in this case happens to be women. And that's my second takeaway. Women have emerged as a massive, powerful vote bank in Bihar. And this is not an accident. This is a political constituency that Nitish Kumar has created. He has actually nurtured it over decades, and they have rewarded him overwhelmingly. Bihar's women didn't just participate, they decided who will be chief minister. Now, in this particular election, they were given a 10,000 rupee direct transfer into their bank accounts. They've been given safety and mobility schemes, LPG cylinders, Lakpati Didi, cycles, uniforms, scholarships. There have been a lot of things that Nitish Kumar has done over the years, including, of course, banning alcohol, which the women of Bihar are very grateful to, which means the men of Bihar are not always drunk and violent. And so this is something they will always give Nitish Kumar credit for, and also the fact that the streets of Bihar are a lot safer now than they were during the jungle Raj, as we have heard being reported. Now, Bihar registered a voter turnout of 66.9% according to the Election Commission, which is the highest the state has ever seen since the beginning of elections in the state, and also the highest female voter turnout ever. So apparently 71.6% women voters, which is about 10% higher than the men. So the women came out decisively and voted here very clearly for gender plus governance, which is Nitish Kumar. So even though his governance may have been seen as a more benign form of governance, it's the one that they have chosen. Point number 3 is that this is a massive victory for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The BJP has emerged as the single largest party in this election, and this is huge for the BJP. But what is clear is that in Bihar, BJP did not need a local face, they did not need local leaders, they did not need a separate CM candidate, they just needed the Prime Minister to campaign for them. So there were 14 different rallies and road shows that the Prime Minister addressed in this particular election, and he created a wave. The sort of following for the Prime Minister is alive and strong and kicking. It has actually churned and changed the way people vote, and the message is clear. The BJP is Modi, Modi is the BJP, and together they are an election winning machine. On the other side, and this is point number 4, the Congress party being completely wiped out into single digits, and this will have national consequences. Now, this abysmal performance, and this was a Congress party who basically said, no, we will fight on our own, we will fight with, we will stand against our allies, no, we will fight with our allies. They actually negotiated for the number of seats that they would have in the seat sharing, and their performance was wipe out completely. What this means is that the Congress will not be able to negotiate with any of their allies in the India bloc going forward. For seat sharing is going to become more and more difficult. They will not be able to play the big brother. Remember, there are big elections coming up. There's Bengal, there's Assam, there's Kerala. These are all important states for the Congress party. It's very likely that someone like Mamata Banerjee in Bengal will choose to fight that election on her own, because the Congress just doesn't seem like it can deliver any value at this point. So the Congress is walking out of Bihar with a diminished relevance and diminished bargaining power. Point number 5 is Prashant Kishor, right, who miscalculated really badly. One of India's most successful political strategists, is an architect of several winning campaigns across various states, across various parties, and across the national elections. He failed to win anything in his own debut. Prashant Kishor's Jan Suraaj party failed to strike a chord, it appears that he may be ending this election with 0 seats. And he himself had actually said he would quit politics if this experiment did not succeed. In fact, what he said was that the JDU will never cross 25 seats. And if they cross 25 seats, he will resign. Well, the JDU has done more than crossing 25 seats. So the emerging trends are actually suggesting that there's no traction for Prashant Kishor at all. And he had actually said that this was a do or die situation. He said, "Arsh ya farsh," basically, I'll be in the sky or I'll be in the floor. And there's no doubt about where this has wound up, really, or what the answer to that is. So here are my 5 big takeaways. Nitish Kumar will state, most popularly the Chief Minister. Women voters have shaped the battlefield. The Prime Minister Modi has delivered another big state to his party, the BJP. The Congress has collapsed completely, and Prashant Kishor faces his toughest defeat yet. Bihar has spoken loudly and decisively. Leave me a comment in the comment section of what you believe the main factors were in this election.